NGUU does make a pack every week. I mean, can you imagine that? Can you imagine making that many packs so fast? Where the need is just so strong within you, that internal drive to release shitty levels, that you make stages like this, where you literally just hold forward. I know it's beginner, but I feel the need to say that wait. There it is. Is anyone keeping account of chrisms? There's been like 3 so far. Alright. What's with all of that? Is that even in the foreground, or is it in the background? It's in the background, I think. I think it's just put around the level, but it's in the background. Why is that necessary? It's not like it stops you. He decided that the wood world needed more wood. Super Monkey Ball Wood Edition. Are you ready for the wood? Bumper jump, but the bumpers are very painfully off-center. I mean, none of those bumpers were even close to being in-center. Everything's just off-center, almost as if it's intentionally done that way. You know, I think I even mentioned that to him once. I think before this little stream event. Oh, look at this stage. Look at the stage. I'm gonna let you take an eyeful of this stage while I tell this little story, but before I did this stream, even before this, I commented on one of his videos about how everything he put into his stages was off-center, and how, like, dude, it's making it look so unprofessional, you should fix it. Never got a reply. Never ever got a reply. Never even got an acknowledgement. And that's just part of the magic and the mystery of this man we know as Chris Brown. You can give him all the criticism, and occasionally he will say things like, wow, that's a hurtful comment, or some little quip like that, but never like, oh, okay, I guess I'll fix that. Never any desire to improve himself. Usually he doesn't even say that much, he'll just, like, shrug it off. Also, this is a beautiful, beautiful stage. We have Undertale logo. We do have Cuphead logo. Is anyone going to make DeviantArt logo? What? Wait, what? No! Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You can land on part of that ramp. You can land on the right side, but not the left side. You may have noticed I'm saving replays of all of these Chris moments. And eventually I'll just go back and showcase them all. This hack has a very high dosage of chrisms and a too high percentage of Chris location. Now, the other thing I have noticed about this pack is that the extra stages, every difficulty's extra stages, is just the same set of stages, except each one is a harder version. He was too lazy to come up with concepts for a unique set of extra stages for every difficulty, so he just revisited his older sets and made them a little bit more difficult each time around. Yes, don't you appreciate these textures? You get a nice beige that blends in perfectly with the skybox, and a good old lavender that doesn't go with anything here. Beige is actually the color of the universe. Did you guys know that most of the universe is beige? Another instance where the only thing I can say is feast your eyes. You know what this bull almost looks like? You know those magic eye pictures? You know those things where you're supposed to look at him a very certain way and a tiger or something pops out at you? That's almost the feeling I get when I look deep into this bull. Like, if I look deep enough into these textures, occasionally a huge gleaming neon sign that says, NGUU is Satan, will appear. Oh yeah, by the way, anybody who says NGUU has at least improved by stopping his creation of paper-thin stages, this is the antithesis to that point. The desire within him to create paper-thin stages still exists, and he still must go back to that dark past of his now and then, just to keep it from destroying him from the inside. Alright, no, sorry baby, you had your day in the sun, but it is time to pull out the Gan. Hump bar. Hump Bar. That's a nice name. I'll consider that for the child that I will have one day. Oh wait, this level has a chrism. You see that right there? Anybody here who's new to this stream, just know that that is a chrism. When you start a stage, and without pressing any input, the monkey just veers to the right. That is the magical happening that we like to know as a chrisism, or a chrism. Bumper jump medium. What's different? Oh, I see what. There's one extra bumper. He took his stage, and he put one extra bumper in the way. And then he took this stage, and he decided that if you put the player at the bottom instead of the top, that makes it a new stage. All of these genius ways to create a new stage with the least effort possible are the most brilliant inventions of the Cortex. The never giving us up Cortex, which is a system of computers buried deep underground somewhere underneath Alaska. Yes, Alaska. This is an entity that does not negotiate with anyone, does not accept criticism. It does what it will so that stages can be released as fast as possible. Humpy. I'm noticing kind of an uncanny fixation on the word hump in this pack. See, of course, if you don't want to believe the whole conspiracy of the NGUU Cortex, there is always an alternate theory you can subscribe to, which is that NGUU, whose name is Chris Brown, is just the singer Chris Brown. He beat Rihanna, and now he challenges you to beat his pack. Wait, isn't this just Progenitor? Progenitor was already in this pack. It was literally in this same world. This is just a smaller Progenitor. Yes, here it is. Here's the level we all were waiting for. See, on a stage like this, you could beat it in 3 seconds if you wanted to, but I'd rather just observe the art. Please be gentle. I would rather not know what the context is. I mean, is this just fetish art? I think this is fetish art. Guys, I think it's fetish art. Plessy, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be gentle with you when I throw you into the meat grinder. Because that was your destiny, it always was meant to be. I don't think I've taken the time to appreciate this little soundtrack choice. But you know how I've complimented everything else he's chosen for having mumbly synths? This has got to be the mumbliest of mumbly synths. You want to see some polygons, kids? I think it's called de-evolution because actually it popped some of my brain cells playing this stage. They just popped out of existence right here and now. Crazy Shift. Does that name and this stage remind you of anything at all? Because I'm kind of lost for what this reminds me of. Like, honestly, I can't say. Here's the other big teeter. See, now you're going to witness what I meant when I was playing those beginner extra stages. Literally, every stage here is just a harder version of the beginner extra stages. See, this is the exact same stage, except now there are actually bumpers. Now you have to contend with these bumpers that bounce you in every direction except the one you want to go. Who makes a stage like this, playtests it, says, you know what, this is ready to be released, and puts it out there? Like, let me just act like I'm Chris right now. Alright, here's the stage. And well, there you have it, it's ready. Oh, Chris, you can loop cut? I can loop cut too. This is an awfully fun stage. Just thought I'd get my opinion out, in case any of you are thinking I dislike this stage, because no. I think it's a fine stage. I think it's a diamond in the rough, you know, like just a few little improvements would make it great, such as, you know, like Wings has a Control-A button. Just go to face mode, hit Control-A, delete everything. Alright, that's the first step. Now the second step for improving this stage would be, Chris, are you taking notes here? You listening, Chris? Because here's your second step. You go find System 32. You delete that shit. Yet the way you design a stage is you make a bowl the player cannot escape unless he starts spinning at light speed, and then put a tiny platform that he has to reach at light speed while spinning. I think this is a challenge that can only be surmounted with the use of Mimi, for reasons I will not discuss. Hump Bar Super. Any of you guys need ideas for potential porno names? We got it. Wait. Wait, guys. Did you see what I just saw? Did you see what I just saw? I'm gonna turn slowly to the left. Look at that banana. What's it doing all the way out there? What is its purpose? There's one banana literally all the way out there. Wait. This looks familiar. This stage looks familiar. You know what it is? This is what was in the immediate background around all the whacker stages. Whatever those stages were called. This was the weird wood stuff that was around the background. Look, it even has the terrain from the whacker stages down in the center. He reused a model for two completely unrelated stages. It's an odd decision, but I question no decision of the Cortex. Seriously, I am honestly amazed. I'm honestly a bit amazed. I'm amazed at how unusually cheap it is to reuse a model for two completely unrelated stages. No one else would ever attempt something so insane, except for this man right here. The man we call Chris Brown. Bumper jump hard. Of course they did it. Just observe this bumper and take a look at how misaligned this is. Because this is frankly ridiculous. This is the most obnoxious stage I've played in so long. In fact, just looking at it is giving me anxiety. Humpy Hard? There's a stage called Humpy Hard? I would laugh at that name, but I feel like that would make me a second grader. Ah yes, here we are. Chris is that paper textures again. I thought you'd gone beyond that old, horrible addiction that you had to paper. But apparently not. Also, I'll point out that only some of these gears, some of these nibs on the gear, can be accessed from the starting platform, making you have to wait longer. Only to make you wait longer. That's the only reason why. I mean, how many polygons do you typically have to work with in a stage before the GameCube will hit its memory limit? Like 250. 2500, that is. I think that's the max that most people have pushed, but with all of that room to work with, he settled on this and said, you know what, it's fine. You know what, it sounds like everybody can't take any more, and frankly neither can I. We're going to take a quick look through at all the rest of the stages, and then we're going to call it quits. We can just appreciate them from a distance without coming any closer. You know, they're like dangerous sharks, or like polar bears or something. You look at them through a nice wall of glass, and you don't go near them, because they will destroy you. Look, he made another tube stage. Why am I not surprised? Oh yeah, we get to the eye bleed world again. And these pretzel things. Again, great textures, scaled perfectly. Expert Extra. What awaits us here? Oh, of course I know what awaits us here. Harder versions of the same goddamn stages. How do you improve jerk off? Add wormholes. Another bowl. This one has a hole in it, of course. Just take a look at this and tell me how this makes you feel. Now it's time to dive into Master. That's Master Stage 1. No questions asked. You know what? I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm going to let this stage be what it's going to be. And of course this one. That good old piss into a shot glass from the top of a building stage. And here we have it. Feast your eyes on this. You know what? We have to play it. We have to play this one. Oh, I see. It jitters. I was just about to ask, how do you get over that N? But he foresaw that predicament, so he made the stage jitter. Yeah, no more of that, but we've seen it. We've seen the personal signature that he left on this wonderful hack. Master Extra, last little bit. God damn it. Another bowl. You know how I say crap baskets all the time? This is, I think, what an actual crap basket looks like. So just keep that in your brain for future reference. Oh, I see, they're hands. Four-fingered hands. They have no thumbs because someone broke off Chris's thumbs once. And he's been looking for that man ever since. And Audi Extra, that's the last stage. That's the last stage that makes the last impression, and that's what he chose for it. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're done. I can't believe we've seen all of this pack. I feel like I just had one of the worst experiences of my life. Not gonna lie. I really do need to cleanse myself after this, like, honestly. I actually really need to pee, by the way, so I think that's the end of this.